Hi friends, did you miss me?
I'm glad you got here when you did. I've been crying for hours.
So I have an amusing little update for you all, which I think thoroughly demonstrates the astonishing level of stupidity that I sometimes embody. So I keep a wish list of all the vintage cookbooks that I would someday love to own, most of which are 1940s wartime cookbooks. And as much as I would love to own the originals, most of them are way out of my price range because they're selling for like $200-300 a pop, which I simply cannot afford. However, we are quite fortunate in that some companies actually create replicas or reprints, which I'm totally fine with because at the end of the day, it's the recipes that I want after all. So every few weeks, I jump online to check if there are any new listings or any copies that are in better condition. But I have to say that even some of the reprints are frightfully expensive, and things like that are a luxury purchase for me. But one night last week, it was very late. We're talking 4 a.m. I was very tired, but I was in bed and I was just doom scrolling on my phone, eyes half open, when I remembered it had been a while since I last checked for any of the cookbooks that I wanted. So I was just laying there and going through all of the incredibly expensive listings, but really just craving a new wartime cookbook as a little treat for myself for having just spent an entire year living on British World War II rations, right? But essentially everything's just out of my price range until I checked the last one on my list, which is this book here.
The Stork Wartime Cookery Book.
Now this one's not really a book, it's more of a booklet, and I have seen a few copies of this floating around online ranging between the $25 and $50 mark, but a lot of them have been in terrible condition. However, I found a super cheap copy which seemed to be in excellent condition. They were only charging $6.36 for it, but they got me with the postage, as they always do. It was $15 for postage. So I laid there for a while just umming and ahhing if I should get it, before I eventually thought, you know what, Jake, after the year that you just had, you deserve this. It's $21 including postage. Just get it.
Now go and get it, come on. It's a nice price too.
So I did. I put it in the online cart, punched in my details, put down my phone, rolled over, went to sleep, and forgot about it. Then yesterday, I got a notification on my phone saying that my parcel had been delivered. And at first I was confused because I completely forgot that I purchased this. It was very late and I was very tired the night that I bought it. So I raced downstairs to the parcel lockers, retrieved the package, I raced back up to my apartment and ripped it open. Now, it wasn't a big parcel, and strangely, I found myself having to dig through what seemed like an excessive amount of packaging to get to said item. But what I was expecting wasn't there. Instead, I pulled out a paper bag which had been rolled up and sealed with sticky tape. So I ripped that open and then I saw it. And I just stood there motionless, staring at this thing, wondering what the is going on. I'm starting to think that someone's messing with me and I'm being punked, right? So I fished out the invoice, and that's when I realized the stupid mistake that I had made. Did you know that they make dollhouse miniatures of vintage wartime cookbooks published in the 40s? Because here it is. This is what I bought. The Stork Wartime Cookery Book miniature version. I mean, seriously guys, how stupid can one person be? Now, to their credit, it is actually a book. Hopefully you can see this on camera, but it's like proper book with like little pages. I can't freaking believe it. So the invoice clearly states that it's miniature. I went back and checked my email receipt, which I hadn't even opened. And again, it clearly states it's a miniature. I don't know what I was thinking that night. Clearly I wasn't. All I remember is Googling it, clicking on a direct link, and it just showed one picture of the book, and it looked like it was in great condition. So in my tired, delirious state, I just thought, that's good enough. It's only $6. So yes, it has been confirmed. I am an ignoramus. Now, all things for a reason, because rather serendipitously, after my teeny tiny blunder, I jumped back online and I was able to find a proper original copy of the Stork Wartime Cookery Book, circa 1943, in excellent condition. And better still, it was only $20 with free postage because the seller was in Melbourne, which is where I live. Now, you best believe I read the description for the listing about 36 times. What are the dimensions? How big is that? So I'm very excited because it should be arriving at some stage over the next week. But now I've had a little idea, which I'd like to run by you all. I was thinking to make these videos a little bit more interactive, we could play a little game of hide and seek. So when I make the wartime breakfast, lunch, and dinner videos, I thought it might be fun to hide this somewhere in the video, in either the breakfast, lunch, or dinner segment. Sometimes I'll make it glaringly obvious, but other times I'll make it a little bit more of a challenge. And as to not give it away, when you spot it, just say "got it" in the comments. So what do you think, chaps? Do you fancy a game of hide and seek?
Yes, I do.
Anyways, I just wanted to share this little update with you. A new video will be coming out soon. I've already filmed and edited the recipe sections. Just need to film and edit my intros and outros, and then we'll be good to go. So do keep an eye out, because it is my first cooking video where I am free from rations. So that's all for now. Unfortunately, there are no wartime recipes in this video. They're all in this book. It's too small, I can't read it. I hope you've all been well and you're having a smashing start to 2025. And until next time,
Keep calm and read the fine print. No, seriously. Read the fine print.
Wise words for all of us.